My hand's got this really cool wavy thing going on. Like if I were in the water and I was just like horizontal in the water, swimming, I think this would give me the thrust to move at the speed of a dolphin.
Dolphin?
Dolphin.
Dalton?
Perhaps a form of octopi.
Like a Kent Dalton? Like a guy who's just really good at swimming?
You know those, they're like the Aboriginal, like,
Didgeridoo.
yeah, didgeridoo. Yeah. You should do like a whiskey vault, but the first note is, welcome to the whiskey vault. You gotta cut the note though.
I'm really good at the fake didgeridoo.
It's fine.
All right.
It's probably racist.
Okay, so Sam Knash Green, who is a sommelier and a badass whiskey dude on the West Coast, is also a magnificent bastard, and he sent us this bottle.
Sam Knash Green, you magnificent
Bastard.
So he's a whiskey sommelier,
Yeah.
and this is a Woodford.
He selected this. This is a specific one of their 5 wood release where they do all these different finishings and things like that, right? So this
So
is...
it sounds similar to what we've experienced in makers doing wood stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're experimenting.
Yeah.
Kudos
We like
to them
that.
for trying shit.
Yeah.
This is the Woodford Bourbon finished in port and sherry cask of various kinds of port and sherry.
Was about to ask, where did that color come from?
Yeah, port and sherry cask.
Because that is, usually whenever you get a bottle this thin, it makes the whiskey very, very light. It's very easy, very translucent, but that is a dark color in a really thin bottle, which is impressive.
They basically threw every kind of port and sherry cask they could find at it.
Okay.
So it's Amontillado Sherry, which is actually pretty rare. Oloroso, not that rare. Ruby and Tawny Port.
Yeah.
Both kinds of port.
So
all at once.
The color, a lot of this isn't necessarily coming from the wood.
Right.
It's coming from the leftover sherries and what have you that are in the wood. It's pulling those in, so it's got like this reddish quality to it, but it's a beautiful nose though.
We're going to compare it to the classic Woodford Reserve Distillers.
I'm telling you right now.
Select.
I'm telling you right now, there's nothing wrong with Woodford. But the nose on this though, this is beautiful. I'm not gonna like the original Woodford.
Anywhere near as
Anywhere
much.
near.
Hold up a white piece of comment paper for me.
So it's already close to,
Look at this. So the original, the original,
yeah.
the wine, sherry and Tawny Port cask.
Yeah, they got all of the juices making the colors dark.
Wow. But it's still recognizably Woodford.
It is, but basically you take the Woodford and then you give these thick, rich,
Really
sweet flavors to it.
This is dessert chocolate and wood tannin and cherry, but like chocolate covered cherries.
I'm loving the nose on this. I wish, is it bad for me to wish that this was the Woodford?
The normal Woodford?
Yeah.
No, because it smells amazing. Yeah. Let's hope it tastes anywhere near as good. It's bottled at 45.2, so 90.4 proof.
There's like this dried sprinkling of dried cherry dust with this brown sugar note. And
Yeah.
it's very complex. There's a lot of stuff going on in this nose.
Oh, shit. That's the best Woodford I've ever tasted.
You know what?
It gets dessert and candy without being overly sweet.
Without being overly sweet, and that nose, it's like, okay, this is going to be a big, abrupt wall, an explosion of flavor. Mm-hmm. It's not subtle because there's a lot going on, but it's subdued.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like here's this flavor stack, but they're kind of like melted together, softened around the edges. What does this get proof down to? 45.2% ABV, 90.4 proof. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Why do we have to love
Tell
things?
us the proof again.
Why do we have to?
What's the proof on this?
It's 90.4 proof.
Good. I'm glad you were able to end it. It's very much chocolate cherry. Very much good thing.
Now,
I really love this.
There's a brown sugar and a caramel. Look, I'm listening a lot of flavors because there's a lot going on in this glass.
Even on the taste, it's changed twice since I took a sip. Like the aftertaste I'm getting, the finish is lingering so long that it's switched gears a couple of times.
So I think once people start getting into whiskey, I think one of the most fun and interesting parts of the whole scene is single barrel stuff. Exploring single barrels, because if you find a brand that you like,
Right.
great, right? And they're trying their best, they're doing really hard when it's a big brand to make it the same experience in a bottle time and time and time again. But for me at least, the most fun is whenever you find a direction that you like, but then in that direction, there's a lot of different angles of approach and variations, and in this case, it's finishing experiments. Single barrels, it's noticeably different, but it's not so different that you lose sight of the things that you originally loved in that brand. Single barrel exploration is one of the coolest things. I love it. Yeah. Now they did.
This is a mix of a bunch of barrels, right?
This is a mix of a bunch of barrels. But to my point, whenever you are able to find something that you like and then approach it from different angles.
Yeah, and that's what I love about this. Is as dramatic as this is, and it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't lose Woodford. Try the Woodford, and I really enjoy the Distiller Select Woodford.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Right?
More simple though.
More simple.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, this is good.
And to my point, the difference between this experiment with the wood and the classic,
Right.
that amount of difference, they put a lot of stuff in here.
Right.
And it's still not so far off the beaten path of Woodford that's like, oh, this is a totally different animal.
Right.
You can find it in the core. And in single barrel releases, because we've gone through a bunch of barrel picks.
Right.
People send us barrel picks all the time. And what's really frustrating is whenever we find something, oh, it's recognizably, name any other, hell, even like Single Cask Nation. That's what they do.
Right.
They live in this
Individual
world.
barrels.
Yeah, they live
Right.
in this world of single barrel picks. So what's really kind of frustrating and heartbreaking to me is whenever we get these small scale experiments, whenever we get single barrel releases, and it's beautiful.
And we're never gonna get to try that again. Yeah. And that's often what wins awards.
I know. We were talking about
Right?
this the other
They win
day.
awards, and everyone's like, "Oh, great!" And then they go get the normal thing everybody else gets, and they're like, "I don't see what the big deal is."
No, we were talking about this the other day. To the extent, this I think was in the Patreon podcast, to the extent that awards actually mean something, there's value in having awards of meaningful size, and there's things that just like people take it way too far. One of which is whenever you get like best whiskeys in the world, and it's like, but then you find out it's based on that distillery's single barrel.
That one release ever.
Yeah, there's
never to be repeated.
There's a couple hundred bottles, but then of course they plaster across
all the versions of that.
best whiskey in the world winner. Yeah, and it's different. It's noticeably different. All right.
All right, I think you got some Kermits.
Well, you covered it with my bottle. I have to. It's got to be like quick. Right? It's got to be like I'm like a what's it called? A hired gun.
I can't do everything.
I'm a
for you.
hired gun. I have to be quick on the draw. You had it stacked under some. I got to be able to go.
I can't
Bam.
do everything for you,
Like
Rex.
that. Say draw.
Look, I've been up for 3 nights
Wait, look.
putting lids on whiskeys.
You. You son
I can't do this too.
I'll destroy you. God damn it. We got Day Vintage. I just got beef. I just got a beef. It's what's for dinner ad on this video.
Yeah.
I was pretty hyped. It's the first one I've seen since the 90s, I think.
Yeah, I didn't even know they were still doing that.
It
So
beef.
here's the thing. Whoever revived beef, it's what's for dinner.
Yeah.
Friggin' brilliant.
Right.
But I'm always curious as to what ads are being dropped on this channel now.
Yeah. Nate the Brewer, Rex just blew my mind, and I'm off to order 42-inch inseam jeans.
Yeah, so he wants to do the 6-inch cuff.
Oh, yeah.
Although we also had multiple cops
Yeah.
in the comments go, yeah, we searched the cuffs.
I mean, that's fine. That's fine. I don't have anything hidden in my cuffs.
Yeah, we search them. Don't think you're safe.
What if you just had like double layered jeans to where the cuff comes all the way up to like the waist?
So you had like a 3268.
So you have like your entire pant leg is a pocket.
Like, how far down can you go?
Yeah.
They might sort of lay down and put your legs up in the air, please. They're gonna
What's happening?
pull the pant legs
Oh my
down.
God, what's happening?
Like 3 feet. It's like, it's like, sir, is your day job as a stilt walker at the circus?
So now I drink for a living. Makes sense.
Oh, that makes sense.
Makes
yeah.
sense. Yeah. Here's dividing, stealing, and drinking.
If you fight me, you fight for a friend.
Steal, may you steal your lover's heart.
And if you drink, may you drink with us.